All right, here now with Dave Collins, the former big leaguer, and Richard Skinner. You're as big league in every way.
Yeah, thanks for that. I appreciate that.
Guys, the poll question, you just saw it. What concerns you most about the Reds right now? The bullpen? Is it the lack of run support, Billy Hamilton's play? Or, Dave, is it just way too early to be concerned about any of the above?
For me, what I see is the run support. That concerns me. Losing Chu off that club was a good offensive player for this team. You've got Billy Hamilton coming in. He's questionable about, is he going to be able to get on base and hit enough to be in that spot in the leadoff position. But I'm very concerned about them scoring runs, because the only time they score runs is when they hit home runs. I think today's the first time they've scored other than on a home run. So that to me concerns me, is scoring runs.
Yeah, a little small ball today with the sac fly, and of course Ludwig's line drive RBI single. Skinny, you know, we talk about Billy Hamilton. So far he's 0 for 12 on the season, has not stolen a bases, and last 2 games he's been out with an injury. I sent out a tweet yesterday saying, boy, how can we get Chris Heisey in the lineup more? And Heisey started today, center field, leadoff. I mean, is this something that could be more?
Yeah, you might have to platoon him and Bernardino. I mean, just because the worst case, if you could have drawn up a worst case scenario for Billy Hamilton, you hit it. Not just the fact that a 0 for 12 happens. Zach Cozart's 0 for 18. I don't think he's a great hitter, but he's going to go through stretches. Joey Votto's going to go through 0 for 12 at some point this year. Jay Bruce is going to go through.
No, it's always magnified when it's right off the top of the season.
It is, no question. Yet, that being said, Billy Hamilton looks awful going 0 for 12. It looks like Little League guy overmatched by better Little League guy. It is such an overmatched circumstance, and that's the worst case scenario, because all you need him to do is get on base 310, 320. When you get on base 0, that's a hard thing to swallow.
Well, and Bernardino and Heisey both had very good spring trainings, very good cactus leagues. So if they have to go that route, it's not, I guess, the end of the world, but it's not what you wanted with Billy Hamilton, obviously, to have to do this so early in the season.
Yeah, again, if it comes out to it, and that's the part. Granted, the injury kind of changed things up a little bit for this week, and I bet you they would have worked him in at some point this weekend, other than the pinch run spot, and that's where he kind of got hurt as well. I think maybe now you slow things down for him a little bit. Let him see a few more days. Get him out of the Cardinals series. Don't even play him, and don't even let him face that staff. Go to a new staff and get things fixed a little bit for him. That's a tough spot.
Speaking of the staff, you know, Dave, the Reds starting pitching so far, hey, 2 great starts from Cueto. Tony Cingrani was terrific. They're in a good position there with Matt Lato's set to come back shortly, we hope. So all is not lost here if that rotation stays intact. Alfredo Simon gave him a great start, great start on Sunday. So it's not a complete lost cause here.
Yeah, and I think when you look at the Reds, to me, they're going to go as far as their starting pitching. They've got very good starting pitching, and what's kind of interesting about the first week of the season is the 2 pitchers that Cueto's been solid, but Cingrani and Simon today, 2 guys trying to prove themselves and hungry, pitched the best for that club. Simon today, giving them 7 strong innings, was huge.
We saw something interesting today as Manny Parra went for the 2-inning save. Yesterday, Brian Price had a choice to make about a 2-inning save regarding Sam LeCure. He didn't do it. J.J. Hoover ended up blowing the game. Take us inside the manager's mind. Did he make this decision today with Manny, knowing what happened yesterday?
I think so. I mean, I think he brought out Parra, knowing that to me, you can't beat experience, and he's got experience, and he's got a lot of confidence coming from last season. He pitched great for this club last year and has come out right away and pitched well today. And what I liked about what Price did is he not only pitched him in the 8th, he brought him back again in the 9th, and that impressed me.
The point being, you can't do that a lot. I don't think you can do that a whole. I think he wants for the short term for J.J. Hoover to be the closer. So I get yesterday, but yeah, to answer your question in the vein you asked it, absolutely, I think yesterday played into today. But you can't do that a whole lot. You can't go 2 innings, 2 innings, 2 innings. You're going to kill your bullpen at that stage of the game, and I think that's where it shows you. Everybody thinks it's easy to close. Guess what, man?
It's not.
It ain't easy to close, and you had one of the dominant guys in the game who's sitting out right now.
Well, that's the thing. They won't have to do this for very long.
Well, yeah.
Because Aroldis sent out an Instagram today that he's been cleared to resume
and that's absolute gospel, by the way,
yeah,
right?
I guess. But hopefully, hopefully it's the road to the recovery and coming back for Aroldis, so they won't have to worry about these 2-inning saves. All right, let me ask you guys a couple of quick things about Kentucky. First of all, hey, did you see this coming 3 weeks ago?
Not a chance. They were dead in the water. Going into the tournament, they were dead in the water. I joke with a buddy of mine, though. I mean, these are all one-and-done kids. These are NBA. I said, maybe they are NBA guys. They don't care about the regular season. When the playoffs hit and the tournament hits and the postseason hits, that's when they play. It has been amazing because they avoid a last-second shot against Wichita.
Yep.
They make a late run against Louisville, make a last-second shot basically in the regional final against Michigan, make basically a last-second shot last night. It's amazing when shots go in how much better you can look and you can be.
Luke Hancock hits back-to-back threes. About 6 minutes to go in that game in the Sweet 16 round. Done, right?
Yeah, done.
Amazing. Dave, prediction for tomorrow night's championship game?
I like Kentucky. I'll tell you, when Kentucky went to Florida and Florida blitzed them down at their place, that turned them around. Because when they played Florida in the SEC tournament, they took them right to the wire and could have easily and maybe should have won that game. But they, to me, the talent they have and the run that they're on, I don't think anybody's going to beat them.
Do you think they're regretting not getting Florida tomorrow night?
I do. Beating the team 4 times in a year
Tough.
is really, really hard to do. Now, granted, that last game was close enough to where that would have woken Florida up. The thing about Florida is they don't score a lot, and neither does UConn in theory, but boy, UConn's got a lot of shot makers. If I was a Kentucky fan, I'd say give me Florida instead of UConn.
Incredible run when you consider the last Saturday of the regular season, Louisville waxed to the floor with those Huskies.
It's amazing. For both.
Amazing. Dave, Skinny, thanks so much. Let's do it again next week.
Thank you.